What do the men really want from the women? And quit playing all these games. I know my ass look black as hell. I don't know, especially on here. I don't know what it is. I look black. But that's what I wanted to know. I don't know why I look like that. I don't know if it's the cover. Because it don't look like that normally. Not that black. But anyway, what do y'all men really want from the women? Where y'all at? Tune in. What a real man is. I'm trying to figure out where they at, where they at, where they at. Quit playing these games. I need to know. I gotta use the bathroom. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna put it right over here on this thing. Cause I gotta use the bathroom real quick. And I'll be back. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Well, I was in there somewhere down every time I go lab. But I have to use this bathroom. I be drinking water all day. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whew. I mean, I don't know if it's bladder's going bad or what. So I don't know, honey. It seems like every time I try to use this bathroom, that's what it is. So let's see. I'm gonna take it off here. So I can, because I can't see that far away. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. But anyway, what do the men really want from a woman? Because what does it be? Because you know you can't win with everything. So talk to me. What does it be? I want to know what it is. Because you can be good and you can be bad. But the men just seem like they just don't know what they want. So you out here, the women out here looking, they single, they looking good. And then when they approach a man, well, I ain't gonna say a man when they approach a man. When they like talk to him verbally, then the man just go, do woo. I've always wanted to watch a cheer live You know what? It wasn't the trend that was last. I had to use the bathroom because I can't help it. But at the end of the day, just tell me what is it that men want from women? Like, what do you really want from a woman? Like, I've been single for 6 years, so I just want to know what the hell is really going on. Tell me what's going on. Talk to me. What do men really want from a woman? What does a woman want from a man in 2025? Because it's always some crazy stuff that's going on. Like, I'll be like, okay, we out here dating. We trying to find somebody. Then it always be like, oh, you this, you that, or you ain't enough of this, or you got this going on. But that's just part of life. Like, what do y'all really want? Talk to me. Talk to me, y'all. We up, ladies and men. Let's talk. Let's make it do what it do. Tell me, what do we want? Is that I always want to, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna let that go. I got. No, I had to use the bathroom. That's what I'm trying to say. I had to use the bathroom. So I had to go because, I ain't trying to use it on myself. So surely y'all don't want no woman that's using the bathroom on herself. So I was trying to set it up, get my shit together, and that's just what happened. So tell me what's going on. Tune in. Tell me what's going on. I want to know. I'm here now, so tell me what's going on. I want to know. Because I'm not going to say what I want from a man. I'm just going to say this. If a man is approachable or can be on your level, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you want to date somebody that's a good guy and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got some conversation, at least like clear the water or clear the slate of things. You know what I'm saying? Because what do they want? Because sometimes you can't please everybody. You're not going to please everybody in this world because everybody's not pleasable. But what we can do is try to come to a means of, hey, how you doing? Where you at? Because like I went out a couple weeks ago. And, I'm getting ready to leave, go to my car. And the guy, he was just like, you taking me home? I'm like, what? What happened to a date? How do you take somebody home? Let's start with a date. So I'm just like, what are men, what's going on in 2025? Are we dating? Or are we just trying to go home with somebody after the club or a bar or an event? Because it wasn't even like a club, it was an event. And so I'm like, what do guys really want from females these days? You know what I'm saying? What do they want? So a straight up woman that always has her man's back, stays positive, gives loving, especially if the man is doing a lot. And I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? I can respect anything as long as a man is like, telling me what he wants. I can respect that. Look at you. And yeah, because I don't feel like it's like people is like the 50-50 shit. I'm not saying that I'm 50-50. I don't mind helping my man. I don't mind being there with you. I'm not with that 50-50 stuff. It has to be 50-50. We both working. I never thought of it like that. You know what I'm saying? People be like 50-50. No, I'm not saying 50-50. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. As long as you're a good man and you working, you got your stuff going on, I'm going to be there. Loyalty is a part of it too. So loyalty, being, you know what I'm saying, a standby guy, like, I'm there for you, baby. I got your back. You need me, I'm going to be there for you. Not somebody that always got their hand out. No. I don't want that type of man. So I'm like, what do guys really want from a female? Is they, you know what I'm saying? Is it 50-50 with y'all? Or is it just like, I want you to be loyal to me? I want you to be in, do your role. I got to, what's the name of this? Because I really don't have my glasses. I don't know what the hell that is. But at the end of the day, that's all I was asking. Like, that's my topic for tonight. That's my topic because I done been hurt. I done been there with men and had their backs. And they didn't have my backs. You know what I'm saying? I was strong. I was a strong black woman, as they would say to these men. But they weren't strong for me. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't always strong for me. So it's like, are you gonna be there for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there for you. I'm trying to read this. She can be at home and I take her. Damn, okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Backwoods we at. You know, and that's cool. But you know what? The type of person that I am, I've always had a job. And even if it's like mediocre to, my man in the past, I always had like a little job because just in case something happened to my man, you know what I'm saying? Just in case something happened to you, you do want your woman to stand behind you just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Have some type of security. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for you to do everything for your woman and she be at home, but what about if something happened to you? You know what I'm saying? Did you think about that one? I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying like this is always what I always thought in my head. Like if something happened to my man, I want to make sure I'm there for him. So if he got my back, I want to have his back. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not like it's still not that 50-50, because people they blow that 50-50 up. It's just like if something happens to my man, I want to be there for him. Then I also want to be there at home, cooking and cleaning, and I can still do that with a job. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had a job that it was too stressful that I can't take care of my man. You know what I'm saying? So you take care of each other. So I respect what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I respect what you're saying. And that's real. That's a man though. That's a man thing. Because you don't even hear that too often. That men say that. So I respect that. I respect that. 110 degrees. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Let's just say I like that. So, but me, then they say that strong woman shit. She can have a job. Yeah, that's right. I like that. How old are you? I'm just saying, how old are you? Because I was just wondering, because you don't really hear guys talk like that too often. You can't do nothing but respect that. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, guys don't talk like that no more. They be like, oh, 50-50. That's all I've been hearing for real, 50-50. You real mature for 50. I mean, look at me, 50. They go to 50. 30. You real mature for 30. And you had a good upbringing. Because I promise you, I don't even... And you know for yourself, you don't really hear too many guys talking like that. You know what I'm saying? It just don't happen. So, I respect that. I respect it all the way. And you know what I'm saying? You're a real strong man. And you're going to go a long way. You're going to make a woman real happy. Because, 1 or 2 days out the week. You know how many days I work 6 days a week. 6 days a week. I'm a single parent, though. I work 6 days a week, buy the house, and, started remodeling the house. And, it's just like... So, I've been working 6 days a week. That's how I've been. But I've been single. But to have a man to say that... Man, that's big values. You know what I'm saying? It's big values. Because you don't hear that too often. They be like... Now, really, some of these men ain't even trying to do what you saying. You know what I'm saying? So, I respect it all the way. So, I just be like... I've been single so long, so it's like... I'm not trying to be that strong black woman. I just let me do what I got to do. And let me get my stuff together so when I meet my mate... we can come somewhere and understand that we okay. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That we can be okay. And that he, okay, then, because I do believe that the man should lead the family. I do believe that. The man should lead the household. So I don't want to lead the household if my man is there. So that's what I'm saying. I respect everything you're saying. And so when they say the strong woman, she's a strong black woman. No, it don't work like that. It's not that we are strong black women. It's just we just got to do what we got to do because we're so used to doing it. I know on my part that's what it was on my part. So I was just just keep going to, yeah. Now here I am. I'm still going because, somebody said, you work what? I've been doing it. So it's kind of natural till I finish doing what I got to do, then I can probably lay back. You know what I'm saying? Just lay back for a little bit. Then I can respect my man saying, hey, baby, you take off a day or two. I got you. But other than that, I was like, what do these men really want from a woman? Do they really want, but you made it, you know what I'm saying? You tell me what you want. A lot of people don't want, they run from it because they feel like, okay, if I tell her 50-50, now since it's been a big thing about this 50-50, how she gonna take me? No, it's not never like 50-50. You know, everybody don't look at it the same way. I'm looking at it like, okay, if that's how you feel, we can go down. Even if you go down half the bills compared to what I pay, I would still be happy. I would be happy as hell even if you say we'll do 50-50. I would be okay with it. I promise you with my bills that I get. I would be like, okay, my man, he won't do 50-50. I will not argue with you. I will not do none of that. But some women will. Some women will. So that's why I said, what do men really want from the females? You know what I'm saying? As long as you willing to work with me, I'm going to work with you. You know what I'm saying? I would never, ever, what's the name? A man should truly respect and value his woman. Strong women are not a man. Should always lead. So that way the woman can be her. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying too. That's what they say. Like, that's why I say I don't want to say biblical. But that's what they said, the man should lead. But I don't know. I feel like y'all should work together as a couple. As long as y'all working together as a couple and y'all can handle, you know what I'm saying? Sit down, have a conversation. Even if it's a weekly thing, like let's have a conversation. Let's say, okay, baby, how was your week? Okay, this is what I had going on. Okay, this is what we got going on this week. These are the bills. This is what's going on. I just feel like that's just what it should be. You know, and 2025 going up because what woman really stays at home? You know, what woman really stays at home and don't work? I mean, and the man just does it all. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I just don't believe that a woman should be, especially if she's able to work. You know, because the kids gonna grow up and then what? What are y'all gonna do when the kids is grown? You know, y'all done lost touch of each other. Y'all don't even know what's going. Y'all done lost your roles. That's how I feel. You done lost the roles. Like I'm no longer a caregiver to my kids because they grow. And then you be like, oh my God, I'm no longer providing for the home because the kids is grown. So you know, I'm just saying like. I just be thinking like that sometimes, like, you know, how should it really grow? You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's why I was like, let me go over here and see what the guys, because I've been disappointed with guys. And I'm like, what do they really want? Even if you doing your part, are they selfish? Are they narcissists? What, you know, like, what is it? So, you know, you just never know what's going on in 2025. So much going on. I done seen so much. So that's why I was just like out of the dating game. I'm like, I'm cool with dating. I'm cool with a lot of things because I don't know what these guys want. And then like you hear so much crazy stuff going on that you really don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. Let me jump on her. Let me see what they got, what the guys want from a woman. Through all ages, you know, because I have heard younger guys say they date older women because they feel like they're more mature. They already got their shit going on. You know what I'm saying? They got their stuff going on. So let me date this older woman. Then they don't want to date younger women because younger women ain't got it going on. They want to go to the club every weekend. They want to do this. They want to do that. They're not traditional. They be like, I just want to get my hair done. I want to get my nails done. I want to do this. Okay. Yeah, I think older women's past that. You know what I'm saying? They're like past that nail shit. So older women's looking for a foundation, a partner, a life partner. Somebody they can build together, build some business together, a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? A lifeline. Start with the foundation. Start with the foundation, the bricks, and then work your relationship up. I've heard that from some young guys. You know, like you say, you're 30, you know, you're 30, Because they, some of them, people be thinking 30 is still young, but some guys be like, no, I'm older, and I don't want to like date no female that just won't go to the club every weekend. Then you got them that want them every weekend going to the club. But me personally, I don't do no clubs. But I'm older, so I ain't gonna do no clubs no damn way. But I'm like, I don't judge anybody what they do. But I like looking just to know what guys want. Cause I don't talk to older guys, and to me sometimes they want younger women. And I'm like, how you hang with a younger woman? You know what I'm saying? How is you hang on her, but you going to sleep taking naps? Make it make sense. Then you know what I'm saying. Then you got the younger guys that want older women, but they ain't childish. So I'll be like, okay, I don't know. I just lay back. I be listening. You know what I'm saying. I listen. I let them vent to me because I ain't trying to judge nobody because you are what you are, and you know what you like. But then you like this, but sometimes you're not even compatible with what you like. So you like something that don't like you and something that you ain't even compatible with. So I'm like, okay, well you might need to work on you, cause this is part of it. I done been there. I done been hurt, broke down, everything. You know, love somebody, been loyal, and they weren't loyal to me. So I'm like, what do you really do? I mean, do you sit in the corner and cry when somebody hurts your feelings? What do you really do? So I know I done been there. A man should truly respect and value his woman. Strong women or not a man should always feed or lead so that the woman can be heard. I already read that, didn't I? No, I can't see this. What I'm saying, I cannot see. Okay, well, this is what it was. But yeah, but it's true though. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you're saying is true. And I like to respect the man. I feel like now at my age, I feel like I'm gonna always value my man. I'm gonna let my man be. I ain't gonna say lead. I'm gonna say that he can. I'll be quiet when he's talking. I'm gonna let him do what he do. I'm gonna let him lead the way far as that, not just lead everything. Because I don't know if that makes sense or not. But I want my man to be that type of man that I'm gonna respect him. And when he's talking, I'm gonna sit back. When somebody asks him a question, I'm gonna let my man answer. If they talking to him, because I have seen females just jump upon the man and just start going at it, like, and they ain't even talking to them. It's just like crazy. But that's life, it's life. And I understand all the above. So, any questions, y'all? Anything? Because I want to know what a man really want out of a woman. What does a woman really want out of a man? In 2025, I've been single, and I've never, it's just I became to the point where I was just tired to see what a man wants, because I was just like, I'm just gonna go by what I want. And then, but that ain't even good. It's like y'all should come together and see how each one of y'all feel and then have a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? Have a whole conversation about what y'all want in life. How y'all, even if it's a date. Because it's your choice if you want to date them again. Like I said, I done had it all. With me dating in the 6 years, when I say I had it all, I had it all. I had gay guys that was they talking to me, but they really wanted my gay friend. When I say I had it all, I had it all. That's what I'm telling y'all. When I had it all, I had it all. Or, it's always been something crazy that you had to look at them like, okay. So I said I had been a good listener over the years instead of like judging people. And I just been like, just shaking my head because, you really don't know. You really don't know what's really out here these days. and how it's gonna go. As I say, this life, this journey in my life, me being single, I've just been like laid back, and I just been like, okay, God, talk to me. What do I need to do? Because I don't know if I want to be single forever. That's I'm like, I don't know if I want to be single, God. What you want me to do next? I've been single for a long time, so I don't want to be single forever. So I was like, I just don't want it. And that's what I said. I had friends, male friends, gay friends. I promise y'all, men, that trueness come out. This is it. And then there was another situation that I had where the guy, he was trying to holler at me, but he was really gay. He was really gay. He really wanted my gay friend, but he didn't know we was close like that. He was like, "Oh my God, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you. I've been in love with you. I always liked you." And I said, "Oh damn, how long this been? I ain't know that you." He said, "Oh, you know? No, I don't know. I do not know. When was this? What year was this?" So, make a long story short, so we at my cousin's event, and here his ass go. He like texting a gay dude, like texting my friend, and it was just crazy and odd as fuck. What you say? Agree. Thank you, baby. Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing, Sophia, Miss Rez? But yeah, it was just like he was talking to me, but the whole time he wanted my gay friend, and then it was like, that's why I said, do these these guys really want the females, or did they just, shooting the hand? I'm doing good, baby. And so, long story short, so the next day I found out he slept with my friend. But the next morning, he started calling me, how you doing? You want to go out for breakfast? You want to have lunch today before I go back out of town? I was like, the whole time my friend had already told me that this guy is gay. And I was like, I was outdone. I swear to God, I was so outdone that this guy was gay. He worked out, body looking good and everything. And it was so crazy. And so I was like, if you don't say anything to this guy, I'm going to say something to him. Thank you, love. And I was like, if you don't say nothing to this motherfucker, I'm going to say something to him. So, long story short, honey, it went on for a couple of days, probably almost a week, that I'm just quiet, hush mouth, while he over here acting like, he's just this stud. But the whole time he over here messing with this gay dude. Honey, it was crazy when it all came out. My friend was trying to blackmail him. All that type of stuff. That's what I said. I said, so I just felt like if you gay, why not just talk to gay guys? Why not just be you? Do what you need to do on that end. Don't be trying to holler at me, baby, because I don't even go that route. But I played along with it because my friend kept saying, don't say nothing to him. Woo, 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 woo. And I just like, what do y'all guys expect from us? Y'all put us through so much hell. Y'all put us through so much stuff, and then this is what y'all want. Y'all want us to be quiet. And I just don't know. It's just crazy, baby. It's just crazy. It just have me, second guessing. But I've been single forever. I've been good, baby. Yes, I'm just saying, I'm late. I can't really see that good. But yes, it was about asking me questions like, what do y'all think these guys really want from a female? Or what the females want from a guy? Because I have seen so much craziness going on. Including with the guys that act like they want a female. That's why I was like, my dating life been short. I really ain't dated a lot. I've been single for like 6 years. Because I have seen it all. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't really know, how to take this. Like, what do y'all want from us? So y'all tune in, chime in, and tell me what y'all think. And give me, some of y'all thoughts, some of y'all opinions. Because I'm down to earth. And that's why I came on here. I was like, I want to know. I want to know through all angles what's really going on. Talk to me, y'all. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Don't get quiet on me, y'all. And everybody got quiet on where y'all at? Y'all send some it don't matter who on her. Just send a little question, honey. We can talk, we can chat, we can do it all tonight. I'm bored tonight, baby. Y'all talk to me, y'all. Tell me what y'all think. Give me y'all opinions. Give me y'all I can ask, the questions of what do y'all think the men want. You know? Ha. Somebody said something. But yeah, tell me what do y'all think about that. If y'all heard. Y'all still on her. So just, But I'll go on and on and on. But because things get ugly after a while, so I was just looking at life like too much stuff going on for me to be out here talking to y'all undercover men. Too much stuff going on. And not saying you gonna go to base 3 and you ain't hit base 1, but I'm just saying it's just like, when you have friends on that side, you have those friends that's trannies or because everybody got somebody in their family that's gay or tranny or a friend anyway that's that way, and then the person that you might know they're trying to holler at you, they trying to be secretive, like it's crazy to me. But anyway, long story short, how long y'all been single? Everybody in a relationship? What's going on? Talk to me. Any narcissist, crazy stuff going on in your life? Cause I done been there too. I done had a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life, Sam. I promise you. Crazy men and friends. So, where y'all at? Y'all gonna talk to me or y'all gonna be quiet and shy? Where y'all at? Talk to me, y'all. I already made it clear, like, what we was talking about, like, the narcissist. I ain't gonna say narcissist, but what we was talking about. What the men really want. I ain't gonna say they the narcissists, because it probably some narcissist women too. I just made it clear, like, what the men want, what the women want. 2025, relationship wise, moving forward. So, it's already ahead for 2025 to get to 2026. Favorite metal band. What is your favorite metal band then? Kiss or something? What was the ACDC? Wasn't that a band? What's your favorite band, Jimmy? Okay, Jimmy, you ain't gonna say what's your favorite band. It's okay. We can go on something. What's your favorite metal band? Okay, that's what I be saying. You go off and you getting shy on me, dog. Burned by the sun. Burned by the sun. That was a band. Burned by the sun. I don't remember that band. What year was that? Or was that a song? I truly don't. I never heard of that. It's a band. I mean, what year was that? Like that's not what I remember. Was it Metallica? Like I said, I was like in the 70s, 80s, like late. Well, I'm gonna say 80s. I was born in the 60s. So in the 80s, that's what I remember. Metallica. Prince had a band. Kiss. They had a bunch of releases. I just don't remember. So was they like big? Like like Kiss and all them, or was it just like a local band or something? Because I don't know what year was that. I was saying, what year was that? I have to look it up. I will look it up though. I'll look it up tomorrow, and then when I go back lab, I'll know more about it. Oh, okay, not big. Okay. Yeah, that's why I said I remember like Guns N' Roses, far as a band anyway. You know, because my cousin always played the guitar, and he was like, those were the people that he was a fan of. So I had no other choice but to listen to him. Because he was older than me. You know, what can we possibly do about it? You know, and that's what he always. I always thought that he thought he was in the band because he always had the guitar, and those was his bands, Guns N' Roses. I want to say I don't even know if it was Metallica was a band or a song. Kids, and that's why I remember a couple of those type of people. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, whatever y'all want to talk, we can talk about then, because then I done went off subject and everything else. So, you know. But, yeah. Because that was like what Kiss was like in the 80s, wasn't it? And then I remember like, most people had bands anyway. Whatever what we was talking about originally was like, what do men really want from a woman? What does a woman want from a man? Because now in 2025 it's like the dating game is just crazy. Like it's so crazy. I've been single for 6 years. Like I haven't even tried to touch into the dating game because I just was looking at it like it's kind of scary to me. So I just been out of it, but I had tried to date and it was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy because the men don't know. It seemed like the men didn't know what they wanted or anything like that, and it was always something to it. It was like I don't think they was giving 100% on a date. Let's just say that it wasn't 100% on a date. Yeah. That's what we were saying. That's what I said earlier. I said, I don't really believe in the 50-50. I believe as long as y'all come together and come to the table and be like, you know, hey, baby, you got this, I got this. Or if y'all got to do 50-50, like I said, you know, I know my bills was like over $2,000 something dollars. So if you can come with that, baby, that's more than enough to me. You know, if you want to, and that's not even all the bills. Those are just your essential bills. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying if you go in there and like, hey, babe, we can do this. I don't see what the problem is. That's why I say I don't understand why everybody's making this big thing. I ain't gonna do 50-50. I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that. Like, why not? Like, if y'all are together, y'all have to help each other. Why would you put everything on one person? Just because he's a man. That's why I was like, I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. Because I've been single for so long. So it doesn't, you know, it would help, you know? Anything would help to me. So some people don't see it like that. It just, some women feel like the man should pay everything. And I don't agree with that. I am a woman and I do not agree with that. Should no man pay everything? And you work and you get a check. Make it make sense, but some of them believe that. Exactly, and that's what it's about. Because y'all gonna eventually, it's not gonna last if you just want this person to do everything because it's gonna be too much. It's gonna be like the monkey on the back. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like the monkey on the back, and then you just want to do what you want to do. It's not gonna work. And then you're gonna be by yourself again. You know, you're gonna be by yourself, lonesome, looking for that next person that's gonna get burnt out of your ass. And that's just what it is. So I tell women like I'm cool. When I be listening to people that I work with, and they but they single. Believe me, they been single too. And I was like, okay, y'all young, and that's what y'all think. Like 20-year-olds, that's what they think. I said, baby, let me tell you something. Looks are not gonna be there forever. When I say that, I said, look at some of the finest, baddest women. Look at them when they was young. And look at them when they done made it to like, let's say 80 or 90. And then, of course, they don't look the same. But guess what? That's how everybody gonna be in this life. Everybody's gonna get old. Them looks do not last forever. So it's your heart and it's what you got inside of you that's gonna get you farther in life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, oh, okay. Or money. Sometimes money up and down with some people. Some people know how to manage money better than others, but everybody don't. So if you want your man to go buy you, let's see, a Range Rover or all this expensive stuff, how long you think that money gonna last? You know, you gotta have something that's gonna keep it going. But like I say, this is me. I'm like a wall. I'm just listening to some people because they come to me and they talk to me and they vent to me. So I was like, okay. It ain't gonna last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Looks don't last forever. Life is not forever. Nothing is forever. But one thing about I want a partner. That's what I want. I want me a life partner. That's what I want. I want a life partner that's gonna be there with me through the ups and downs. And we ain't complaining about this, whatever, this 50-50. And we can get through things. We can sit down and we can have a talk in the morning. We can have adult conversations through the week, relationship conversations. Yeah, spending time with me. Yeah, that's what it's about, laughing. And it ain't about, is you going to buy me $100 meal or a $2,000 purse? What? No, baby, no. That's what I'm about. I'm about enjoying life, laughing, having a good time, enjoying life, and because you just never know, but people don't look at it like that. That's what I'm about at my age. I want to enjoy life. I don't care about materialistic stuff like some people do. They're too much on materialistic stuff. That's why I be like, honey, $200-$300 on nails. Like, what? Are you serious? No. That would be a no-go. I wouldn't even do it for myself, even if I had the money. And I have had the money, but I'm not doing that. Fake nails is just not going to happen. And then I had another friend that spent $500 on some hair. And I was looking like, are you serious? $500 on some weave? Okay, then you have to pay another $180 for them to put it on. So it's so we say 5, 6, 7. Almost $700. Are you serious? You cannot be. This is a bill of rent or something. But that's what they do. Of course, they're young. So, but I'm just saying, young-minded and young thinking. But that's what I'm on. I'm on the simple things in life, but everybody's not on the simple things in life. They want to be bling, 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 bling. But I'm not a bling blinger. Yeah, they really do. They have a hard time. They do. But I don't understand why. Because I feel like if you a lot of people came from nothing. And if you came from nothing, like, why would it be so hard for you to stay grounded? Because is it an insecurity? What would it be? I don't understand it. Like, I know I came from nothing. And I never been the type of person that just want to go out there and just, make an ass and just like blurge out on everything. I always try to do what I need to do and see what mama them need. Or, my grandma them. Something like that. Like anybody that, if I had a few dollars, do you need something? We know we got to take her home, but I'm just saying, that type of stuff. But people don't look at it like that. I think the simplest life is, to me, the better. That's how I feel. I like the simple. I don't have to have all the bling blings and the lights and camera and action. I don't need none of that type of stuff. It's too much. I'm okay being, you know, how I am today. But where are some of y'all from? See, I'm from Kentucky, and I'm just like, this is how I am. And I had people say, y'all have dirt roads, y'all walk around with no shoes on your feet. No, baby, we walk around just like regular people. But, you know. Yeah, it's an entitlement. And then when I went to this other girl event, I promise y'all, and she was just like ungrateful. It was like, you know, you give a gift that was so ungrateful. And they was young. And then, you know, they might see this, but I'm saying it was so ungrateful. And I was like, don't ever worry about inviting me again because I don't like ungrateful people. It doesn't matter if you spend $5 or $200. It's thank you. I appreciate it. And then, you know, that's how it goes. Because, you know, they feel entitled. That's a lot of young folks. And they just want to, you know, feel like they got it like that. I promise you. I was like, And I was just like, her or her dude, they wasn't thankful. They young. And I was like, must be nice. Must be nice. But you ain't got to worry about me no more. Because I promise you, I don't do that. I don't deal with that ungrateful shit and entitled stuff because, baby, you stay with your mama. How you gonna think you better than the next? And you're far from it. You know? Far from it. Cause you know, I feel like if you was brought up, you know, with the I ain't gonna say you gotta have your mom and dad, but you had your grandmama, your granddad, and somebody, uncles, you know, uncles and aunties in life that just tap that ass one good time and show you, hey, and that's what you know. That's what life is about. But no, 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 not some of them. They don't know nothing about it. They go way off. Getting mad. The mamas get mad too. I'm like, okay. I just don't know what to do. I just have to step back and even at the event, they was cutting up. They was fighting. And I said, who is the mama? Who is the daddy? Where is the man at? Is somebody gonna break it up? But they was waiting on the women to break it up. I said, surely you don't think I'm gonna break it up? I'm a whole woman. And what if they hit me in the face? What am I gonna do? I don't think so. But yeah, it was like that. It was like the men was waiting on the women to take over. And I'm just like, they are grown men fighting. Like, why do y'all think the women should take over? It just be too much for me, baby. It just be too much for the queen. Because I don't have time for none of that type of action going on with me. A broken jawbone, nothing. But anyway, Jimmy, where you at? Because it seems like everybody else is going to sleep on us. You know, everybody went to sleep on us. Look like it. Early. You know. But it's all good, though. What you said and save some money. That's how I be. Honey, I think mine came from Walmart. I didn't spend that much on them. And then, like, I'm in my son's room then. And everything that he got hurt, he's been having for a while. When they said this, this, what's the name? He been having this thing for, I don't know. He's 11. He's over his daddy's house. He's been over his daddy's house. But yeah, he's been having this same room. We'd have moved. I mean, you know, moved. But the same stuff. Why do we need to get new stuff? Make it make sense. No, put it on up. We'll just put it in different places. Because he like basketball. He's a basketball fanatic. And that's what he does. He play basketball. So Kobe, LeBron, the guy from Memphis, I forget his name, Jay Moran or something like that. Jay Moran. Him. I'm not really into sports like that. Michael Jordan and what's his name? Stephen Curry. Stephon Curry. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not a fan. I'm not saying I'm not a fan. Let's just say that. I'm not a fan, but I'm not into sports like that. He played basketball, and I'm just not into. I'm not like into sports like that. So I wouldn't know all the names. So hopefully I got them correct. But I know Michael Jordan, of course. I know LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. I do know them names. You know what I'm saying? But and then I know the other guy that he likes, but you know I can't say his name right. So yeah, but yeah, that's what my son does. He's into basketball like that. So I'm in his room. Cause we're out in the country. Only certain rooms work with the internet. But anyway, where y'all at? Y'all going to sleep on me? Where y'all at? Tell me what y'all like. What's going on with y'all? Cause I'm up. Cause I was in my feelings earlier. So I was like, let me get on here. Cause I was really in my feelings, and I just was like, Cause you know, like sometimes you be like, you want to be alone, you don't want to date, but then you want to date, you want to see what's out there, and then there's always some crash and shit. Like somebody just like okay. And that's why I'm not dating, because somebody showed me that they don't have it together, and that's how I was. I was like, they don't have it together, so I just feel like, and then they was like, people were saying, oh, this guy, he's fine, you should talk to him, he's fine. But I'm like, okay. How are you fine with no car? How you fine you stay with your mama? How you fine you in a job? I don't understand that type of thing. I said, you know what? I'm going to look at fine in a whole nother category. Fine is, you got your stuff together. Fine is, you got a car. Fine is, you working on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be fine and you ain't got nothing going on. That's not going to work with me. So, do y'all agree with that? Or do y'all just think you should just be fine with no car, no job, or nothing else going on? Yeah, let me know. Because that ain't the type of fan I want to have. You know what I'm saying? I want the fan that you got something going on. You got some potential. You got something. I ain't gonna say 110, but because, we all started from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Right, it is tough. That's what I'm saying. It's tough. But I feel like, take me this, you. So, when you ask a female, hey, I want to take you out, what are you going to have? What do you feel like that you're going to have? Are you going to say, hey, we're going to go to McDonald's on this day? Or is you going to say, I need you to pick me up? So, in order to ask a female on a date, what do you feel like you need to have? Yeah, people do got drama. They do get that. But I feel like if you ask somebody on a date, what do you feel like you as a man, how you should approach this female, and what you should do, how you should do it? The starting point. Let's have the starting point. Because I feel like when you ask a female out on a date, no, that's not what I said. I said, no. I didn't say you going to take her to McDonald's. I didn't say you asking her to take you to McDonald's. What I was asking was, like, when you ask a female out on a date, are you saying, like, when you ain't got to have it all together. Like, what do you feel like y'all first date should be if you ain't got it all together? If you ain't, your money ain't right, and you want to make the right impression, if you know what I'm saying, like, what do you feel like you should do? That's what I'm saying, as a man. And then you think the female should be like, okay with that date. That's what I mean. Just believe me, we're not judging. I just want to know. Cause I think it's okay. Yes, you gotta read. You right, right. Right, because I'm just saying, like, you as a, so you just like, is you gonna ask her, like, what do you like, or you just gonna be like, let me see what she like? Because you know what, I can say most of the dates that I have went on, the guy have picked things for us to do. I just went in with the open mind. I didn't like never judge anything that he had going on, from bowling to golfing, different little things that I never golfed before. That was different. So and I do like to eat regardless of what we doing. I'm gonna get some food. We're gonna eat somewhere between them. And I do like museums. I like everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. That's what I'm saying, because like some dudes be like because some females feel like you gotta go a 5-star restaurant. I have seen that too on the internet. I've seen that. They like, oh, what's that restaurant they said they didn't like? It was cheap. Cheesecake Factory. I'm like, the Cheesecake Factory really is not cheap. But it was a big, thing with that. It was a big thing with the Cheesecake Factory. But I'm like, but that's not cheap. And I'm with you. I'm with you on that one, because you can't just go out to eat and just always think that's a date. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. So that was a good one. I'm with that one, because I'm with that too. Because I'm like, it ain't just, because you can go get a sandwich. You can go get something simple to eat, or y'all can have a picnic, On a, after y'all done did some, little things, y'all can go have y'all little picnic, sandwiches, or charcuterie board, and I probably didn't say that right, but just little stuff, and that y'all can pick up together. But people don't understand that they're not peeping that it's the little simple things that matters. I'm with that, and there always gotta be a steak, 5-star, $200 bill. It can be something simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. That's how I feel, and but I always been like that though. I ain't never been like that. You just got to go all out. But when I seen that about that Cheesecake Factory, I was like, honey, I like the Cheesecake Factory. I do, and I was like, I'm done. And I had one of my friends. He said, Mekia, did you like when we went to the Cheesecake Factory? Because it was all over social media about the Cheesecake Factory. I said, the Cheesecake Factory is fine. It's very nice. It's a very nice restaurant. I said, man, these females are bougie. They over and beyond sometimes, but it's very much fine. I liked it. I always liked it. And Chili's. I like Chili's. Because people was talking about Chili's too. I'm like, they just find something to talk about, but really, because what Ruth Chris is a thing now. No, baby, it's not for everybody. Because regardless what goes on, if you want to do Ruth Chris, you do Ruth Chris, but it's not for everybody. You can. If somebody had said that to me, I promise you, they'd say, "Oh, she's a 5-star, baby." But believe me, I have a McDonald's. I have a Burger King. Nobody. I mean, I'm not there. I'm not there. I think that I cannot eat there. You know what I'm saying? It's just some people think that, you know? You like live music, jazz, metal rock, walking around, parks, whatever. Yeah, that's just what it is. Everything ain't got to be like, and then people that's going to attend, they just doing it because they just want somebody to know somebody. That's what I think. It's the little things, it's the little memories that you can just sit back and enjoy that. And you can take it in. If you're in a park, you can take it in. You can take it in. It's nature. That's what I'm a part of. All that other crap, they can have it. Because, we didn't. I mean, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on one parks, having picnics and stuff like that. So I always loved it. So I can never run from nature. That's what I'm saying. I can never run from this. This is what I grew up on. My mom will take us there, or we'll go to a park, or they might, do some hot dogs or something like that. Just simple stuff. You're just sitting around enjoying nature, enjoying the air. Always at some type of a little amusement park like Jefferson Davis Park or little stuff like that, and you just enjoyed it. And then they might barbecue hot dogs, hamburgers, or they might pick up some KFC chicken, and we just put the blanket on the ground, just look up at the stars, just anything like that. Like that's what I like. That's what I love. So ain't nothing wrong with going out to eat. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But keep things simple. The simplest thing is what you're going to learn to appreciate. And those are the ones that hold the memories. That's how I feel. But it didn't work for everybody, so. Not the bougie ones. It's not going to work for them. The ones that want to be bougie. Anyway. They probably ain't even halfway bougie in their head. They believe they bougie. So that's me. And I can sit at home. I sit at home and like when I get off work, I sit at home. I read some little stuff and may watch a little. I don't really watch TV like that. I'm into documentaries and stuff like that. So little stuff like that, they get to me. But like some stuff. Something new might come out, and I might watch it. But I'm into documentaries. I'm into learning stuff. Right, that does. That keeps you close to yourself, and like the memories. People they be like, okay, they talking, they go, I done heard it all before. I be like, whatever. There's some people from the city. And I'm like, baby, I'm from the country. And I'm a southern girl, and I really don't care what people got to say about me. That's what I say. Now, I tell people all the time, they come where I worked at, and like, they had the little, it's like a contract type of thing. And then they come from the city and stuff like that. And, they just be talking stuff about people from the country. Baby, it is not going to make me or break me, I promise you. And I love it. Like I tell her, baby, that's where I'm from. So, you got a problem with it, you have to deal with yourself. Because I can't take back where I'm from. Y'all are, backwoods, no shoes wearing, which we wear shoes. And all the dirt roads, I done heard it all before. I'm like, oh my God, this girl, is she serious? But okay, let her have it. She can have the floor, baby, if it makes you feel good. But why are you here if you feel that type of way about us? But that's just how it goes sometimes. So I said, that's what I'm used to. And then she had asked, hey, do you go out? I'm by Nashville. Not too far from Nashville. I'm looking at her like, Nashville's country, baby. Do you not know? Do you not know it's country down there, baby? I mean, are you sure you want to go there? So, But yeah, people is a trip these days. They judge you. They judge you by where you're from, and they judge you by how you talk. And I'm like, this is where I'm from. It's in me, and I can't take it out of it. So it is what it is, you know. Now I can cuss you out too. So yeah, I'm like, I'm happy where I'm from, and you know, I can't complain. And I ain't moved from where I was from. That's what it is. Dogs could be everywhere, you know. Dogs everywhere, whether red, purple, or blue. Woman or female. It's here. Yeah. Really do think. I mean, you know, we had dirt roads at one point in time, but I mean, you know, they paved them. I mean, you know, they in the world. They just like, you know, that's what y'all is backwards. Okay. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to say about it if I am? You know, ain't nothing we can say about it. I'm sure all over the world it was once upon a time dark roads, dark roads and muddy roads. I went to like what was we having? We was having something about homes or whatnot, and the guy Kentucky, but he was like in another part of Kentucky, and he was saying that he remembered like the road where they was at was always dirty, you know, like muddy, no roads, and their feet was always dirty. But now he's a millionaire. He's in Georgia, but he never forgot where he came from. And he bring that story up, and I was like, yeah, it's not really where you came from is where you're going. And even when you came from there, you're still gonna love where you came from because it's always gonna be close to your heart. You know, it's always gonna be a place close to your heart. That's what I say. Okay, love. I try to get on her tomorrow. Then you heard me? Yeah, cause it could be. Yeah, it could. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and tune out, and I see y'all tomorrow because it did say something going on with the connection. I did see that. So love y'all. Y'all have a blessed night, my loves. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's see.